Hey guys, it's Maymay, and today we're making an envelope wall pocket that will hold greeting cards like at Christmas time or Valentine or birthday. You could actually use it for any season. And all we're going to be using is a sheet of this, which is it's a metal sheet for decorative projects. It's made of aluminum. I purchased it at Hobby Lobby. It comes in all different styles, like you can find different types of this. I just chose this one in particular, but it is 12 by 12, so that makes it perfect for what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to take this out. And by the way, I found this in the metal crafting area. I do not remember exactly what that aisle is called, but it is a metal crafting aisle. That's where the copper sheeting is and stuff that I've used before in the same spot. For this to work, it's not going to be like a traditional envelope where the flaps on the inside go under the flap on the top. The reason for that, if you've ever used your envelope punch board, how it cuts out a notch, it gives you some room for them to overlap. I'm not going to cut any of this. So we're going to get the feel of an envelope without the actual crossing over of an envelope, if that makes sense. Now what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to take a ruler lined up on the side, okay, and I'm going to make a mark at 5 1/4 inches. So 5 1/4 right here. And then working in that same corner, I'm going to measure another 5 1/4 in from the edge. So I've lined up at the edge here, and I'm going to make another mark at 5 1/4. So that's this corner. Now I want to work in this corner. So I'm going to flip this guy around. So those first marks are down here. Now I want to make marks over here because this is going to be the other side of our envelope. So I'm going to make this mark at 5 1/4. That's our number, 5 1/4, 5 1/4. That's what we're going to remember here. So 5 1/4 here. And then from the top, another 5 1/4. All right, so I hope you were able to see that. Basically, opposite corners, I measured in 5 1/4 and down 5 1/4. And then on the opposite corner again, if I turn it, we go to this corner, 5 1/4, 5 1/4. Now it's time to do some folding, so I'm going to hold it on a diagonal. This is super easy, okay? And like I said, they're only going to meet up. They're not going to overlap. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lay my diagonal piece of metal onto my cutting mat. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to line those 2 dots up on one of the straight lines of my cutting mat. But you really don't have to. It just helps me whenever I'm looking with all these lines in my view. Now I'm going to take this ruler. I'm using the metal edge of this ruler because I think that's going to work best if I do that. And I'm going to use, this is one of those perfect rulers that have that grip in the middle. I sell this in my store, so if you're interested in picking one of these up, that's where you can get it. I'm going to press that grip down to hold this, and then I'm going to bring this metal up to that ruler and bend. And bend and bend and bend. And it's not going to be perfect, but I'm just going to bend. And there's our first bend. Now I can go tighter down if I want to, and I probably will, but for now I'm going to leave it like that and then adjust as I get everything else bent. So now I'm going to come to the opposite side and do the same thing. I'll line this up on my cut mat, just like so. Line this ruler up and hold it into place. You really got to have some muscles on this one, so you might want some help to hold this ruler in place. So I'm holding this in place, and I'm going to bend again, right to that ruler. And once you get it going pretty good, then you can just move the ruler and do your bend. Look how cute it already looks, like an envelope on the sides, right? Okay. Now we got to do this guy. And I've not done one of these before, so we're doing this together, but I think I can fold this up without the ruler. I'm going to try. I think we'll get some resistance at those points, and we are. That's perfect. So I'm just going to fold this guy in, just like this. So now we have the rough shape of an envelope. Now again, they're not going to touch. It's kind of impossible to get them to touch because we can't cut these little pieces out. But the flatter you go, the closer they will get. Now I don't want to go too flat because I want to put cards in here. I want it to hold cards. So you can kind of bring it out wherever you'd like it. Something like that. I think that is cute. Now I'm going to tie a ribbon here around these to hold that together and put a little decorative piece right here. So let me show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do with the ribbon is I'm picking 2 holes over here that are kind of the same height. This guy's not folded exactly perfect, but none of that's going to matter when we get this all covered up. So I'm going to take a little hole here and a little hole here that are kind of the same height across, and I'm going to thread some ribbon through the back. This is some green and red ribbon for Christmas, but you know what? You could do this for a birthday or for Valentine's or for anything. If you wanted to maybe hang this on one of your kids' doors, and like when it's their holiday, maybe their birthday or Valentine or whatever, they could get little cards on their door when they wake up in this. That'd be cute. Now I'm cutting way too much ribbon than I need. I always do that, but I want to be able to get a good bow. So I'm going to take this other edge and feed it through a hole on the other side that's kind of the same height as that one. So this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to let that ribbon go behind. So as I pull it, I'll hold that piece in place and see how that ribbon has gone behind that flap. That's what I wanted. Now I'm going to come through here and come up under the bottom. I'm kind of sewing it together. I think it'll be cute. You don't even really have to do this. This metal would probably stay in place and hold cards because it's pretty sturdy like it is. I just think this will be cute. So we're kind of lacing it together. Isn't that cute how it wraps across? I think it is. All right, so now let's do the other side. Find a hole similar in height, just like so, and feed this one through. So now I've got that going for me, and I'm going to tie a bow in the middle, just like this. So there's the beginning of our little envelope wall pocket. Now I'm going to decorate the top, and let me show you what I've got to do that with. So this is actually something from my home Christmas decor that I already had, and I took it off of something and put it away, and then I thought, you know what, I really want to use this on this envelope piece that I'm doing. Let me tell you what it is. It's 2 bows, one in the back with a mesh, one in the front with this little ribbon with the stitches, and then I have a little bit of like twisty garland in the middle. But the best part to me is this believe sign, and I have a video on my channel on how to make this, so I'm going to link that for you. So then if you want to make one of these little signs and put it on here, you can. And then like I said, it's just on a couple of bows. Then I'm going to come up here to the top of this guy, and I'm going to feed these little garland pieces into the back. That's what's holding the whole bow together, those little garland pieces. I'm going to feed that into the back. Now, if you would like to see how I made this bow, I'll be happy to show you that. It's a little simple. Sometimes I don't like to bore you guys with really, really super simple videos, but if that's something you need to see, I'll be happy to show you that. Just tell me in the comments, and maybe I can do a quick little extra video to show you how to do this. So I'm tying this on the back, being careful because this garland can snap, and then I'm going to trim the excess off, just like that. Turn this guy back over. And now when we hang it on the door or on the wall, we have a perfect place to put our greeting cards as they come in for the season, or like I said, birthday cards or anything. And this cute little sign above it, I think it is adorable. And it was so easy to do. I can't wait for you to see it in pictures because you'll be able to see it a lot better. Let me turn it sideways. There we go. That helps. So a little metal envelope. Now you're wondering, how do you hang this on the wall? Couple of options. You can use wire and run it through any of these holes and just make yourself a little wire hanger for the top. But I'm going to use that same green ribbon. So check this out. I'm going to take some ribbon just like this, just kind of like I did on the birthday plaque the other day. I'm going to feed it up through one of these holes on the side. And then I'm going to make a knot, and that'll hold that side on. So this way you don't have to buy wire, you don't have to buy anything, just use the same ribbon. And all this ribbon was in my stash because I collect this kind of ribbon, I like to have it. And then let's see how tall we want it. Probably something like that. So I'm going to bring it down and trim it, leaving myself enough room for a knot. So now I'm feeding this ribbon up on the other side. So grab that with my fingers. I'm going to test the height so I know where to get my knot tied. That seems good to me. Tie my little knot. I think this would make a cute gift. If you know somebody who has a birthday close to Christmas, maybe in December or even October or something like that, would this be a cute gift to make for somebody so they could have it for their holiday season in their home and have a little place to put all of their greeting cards? I need to stick a card in there so you can see how it works. Let me find some. So this isn't a card, but it's an envelope. So as cards come in, you can just stick them inside and hold them there for the season. And then when you want to go through and look at them, they're all in one spot. I love it. I think it's super cute. You could use it for anything in the world, and I can't wait to see what you guys do with this idea. So head over to our Facebook group, which is called Maymay Made It, and so did I, and show me what you make out of this metal sheeting and your wall pocket, your envelope. Can't wait to see it. Join the group. There's lots of inspiration. You're going to see what we have going on over there, especially for the holidays, and there's always a contest. Thanks for watching, guys. Can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.